Happy Sunday. Welcome to my channels. I'm on live on both of them, or welcome back to both AMZ Beloved and Misfit Media. And eventually I'm going to just do true crime over there, but I'd have like one viewer. So I don't know. Maybe the majority, I don't know where you guys are at, but say hi in the chat. Don't hang out in the cactuses. You're going to get pricked. Okay, we don't got bushes over here. We got cactuses and pokey things. So the longer you just sit there silently, the more likely you're getting pricked. Just saying. Don't be afraid. Everyone is welcome. So I can't remember what troll asked me in Jen's chat today about why I haven't returned to the Nancy Guthrie situation. I've done little updates and stuff, but in the last week, since my updates, there wasn't that much really updated. They had one day where there was like 50,000 people watching a glove in a wash, which is like, or actually it was the dried up river over there by the Catalinas. So there was that, but I was like, there's already 50,000. Do I really need another 5 people to watch it over on my channel? Like, then I can go watch the glove on JLR's. Other than that, there really hasn't been much updates, but there are some little things that have happened. One of the main thing is they finally kind of closed down the street, not closed it down. And I actually don't quite understand why they did it, but they put up like those like cone-ish, like they look like orange and yellow or orange and white candy canes with the little lights on the top of it. They're on both sides of the streets now, but the media still has like parking there. I don't know if it's like only like to prevent like new people from coming there or what the whole purpose of it is, because there's still media parked there. So it really just makes the already congested road more congested. It's just congested with a bunch of cones now. Like I get the point, but it's kind of like they should put up tape is what they should do. They should have put up tape in the around the wash, and they should have put up tape around the home, because both areas have now been highly contaminated, and it's just like from people just being there for 4 weeks now. I think it's 3 weeks, right? I don't know, but I gotta take one of these earphones out of my ear because it's muffling me and it's making me too self-conscious. So why haven't I gone back out there? Well, I have driven out there, and this was before the blockage, and there's just so many YouTubers out there that it almost seems irrelevant for me to go out there, because I just feel like it's congested enough. And this is just a little snippet of what it's like out there right now. This was yesterday. One of the updates is there was a civilian group yesterday going around and searching, kind of just up and down the streets. And like I've even said, there's a lot of washes back there. See, I have a running theory, just kind of like in the back of my mind, like, okay, she had these cameras, right? Supposedly, and I don't know if it's true or not, because when you go to Facebook, you get even more like bullshit AI stories, bullshit AI news. But there's one comment that said someone said there was a cup of tea that was left behind, like untouched. And I mean, so she got home, she made herself some tea. Maybe she was, I mean, I know a lot of people that are in their 80s, and the older they got, the later they stayed up. You know what I mean? So she very well could have been awake at like 1 something at night, having a late night cup of tea. Because me, I'll have a late night cup of coffee. It helps me sleep. I have ADHD, but I digress. What if she got some notification on her phone or whatever she gets notifications on that she's got someone out front, and there was only one person, and she took off out the back and ended up, because they say she's not mobile, but when you're under distress and situations, like, you sometimes become more mobile, you know what I mean? Like, so maybe she had enough in her to get out of there, fell into a wash, and she could be behind the fucking house for all they know. And I mean, succumb to her injuries or something, and they barely searched. So it's good that these people are out there searching, but this is kind of an example of what the neighbors are like out there. They're not the nicest. And I understand they're highly sick of people being out there. And I guess being from here, it's not that I'm trying to be like, oh, I'll let but I mean, the people that paid to be here, that are out there, that have been here the whole time, like JLR, Dad's Gone Live, Dolly Vision's coming in and out, like, they're covering it great. And I've done some updates from them, but I just don't feel the need to personally. Plus, I'm pregnant. I feel like it just brings more attention to me. It's like, not only am I one of those unwanted media or like, YouTubers, but now I'm also pregnant. So they're going to be looking at me double. And yeah, it wasn't fun being on Fox. I only saw like a snippet of it. So anyways, here's one of the Karen neighbors. Sorry, but not sorry. It is what it is. Because, I mean, they're out there looking for this lady, and she's just like, get the fuck out of here. It's like, whoa.
Right down the road on Campbell.
I don't know. This is just so weird.
Who are you people, and what are you doing here? Our house, what are you doing?
It's a public road.
Filming.
It's a public road.
What are you filming?
We're not filming your house. And we're not filming your house. We're walking. This is
Yeah, who are you and where are you from?
Who are you and where are you from?
I live here. This is my street.
But we're not,
what the hell are you doing?
We're not involved with your house.
Well, then get the hell out of here.
We're walking.
Yeah, well,
You're
keep
the one with
walking.
the vehicle, man. You can
You're filming.
Low-key, I want to know what the fuck this was. Not like to harass this person or anything, but just to kind of walk by, like, did this bitch take Nancy? I mean, like, they all making fun of me about like I was hiding Nancy in my stomach, but this lady very well could to be. I'm just kidding. But I mean, this lady is ornery as fuck. Get the hell out of here. Thanks for making Tucson look great, even in the fucking uppity neighborhood, ma'am. Like, fuck. Like, let's listen to her carrying out a little bit more, though.
And you have no right to film
No right to film
no
me.
right to publish any of this.
All due
Get
respect,
the hell out.
you can on the camera. You can hop in your car and go into your house. No one's bothering you.
You can leave.
You were
keep walking. Keep walking. Wait, you're filming our property. You have no right
No
to
one's
do
filming
that.
your property.
We're not filming houses.
Yes, you were. You were filming right up
No,
at the house.
we were filming you until you walked up here. We started filming you once you walked up here.
So you put yourself,
in here. You
and
see
you
the
have
camera?
no right to use that footage for anything. You have no right to use the footage of our house.
You walked into our camera.
Well, the sheriff
You
seems
have
to
no
let
right
us.
to be here.
We do.
Get the hell out.
You can go back in your car and
I'm
leave.
sick of this media
Have a good day,
circus
ma'am.
bullshit.
Have a good day, ma'am.
Get
God
the
bless.
hell out of our.
God bless.
Maybe tell your sheriff to do a better job and we wouldn't have to be here.
Oh, it's so true, though. Like, fuck Pima County sheriffs. I have a sandwich coming from DoorDash. I just realized I think the guy's out front. Hold on. I have to talk about my belly, like being all big around. Yeah, full of sandwiches and babies. One baby. God, one. But that lady was pleasant. And I mean, I understand the annoyance. Again, see these cones that they put up? I don't really get the point of that. I guess to deter people from parking there. But like, first of all, it's the fucking desert. They're going to park on the cross the street in the middle of the fucking wash if they want to. So there's that. Like, they're not really doing anything. They're making it inconvenience more for the neighbors, I feel like, because you're just crowding. The media is not going to leave. For some reason, they feel the need to, like, camp outside her house. Like, she's going to fucking, like, show up on the roof like fucking Michael Jackson or something. I don't know. But, like, I don't really get the point of staging outside her house. At this point, I think the media, I feel like they could probably go home and report this from wherever the fuck they normally report things from, because there is other cases, there is other things going on in the world. Like, it's just like, you know, the media sitting out there isn't really doing anything, and now people are trying to search, and they're either being treated like this by the neighbors, or the sheriff's telling them that they need a permit. Meanwhile, the sheriff only searched for like 30 hours when she first went missing. So yeah, it's annoying. And it's a big reason why I'm not currently out there too much, just because it's a shit show. Let's see here. So, new Attorney General says Guthrie. Here, let's listen to this.
Today, Arizona Attorney General remains encouraged.
I certainly don't consider it a cold case yet. This is a ongoing, very active investigation.
An FBI official tells NBC News some agents and analysts are being rotated to keep fresh eyes on the case. While inside the Tucson FBI field office, the command post remains fully staffed and active and will continue to be, according to a second FBI official. Active right now, newly submitted security videos from neighbors are being reviewed. Cell phone data and DNA from the crime scene being analyzed. Today, Pima County Sheriff's officials noted they do not rule out the possibility that more than one person may be involved. Today, the Arizona Attorney
I don't know, man. I don't see why they would. It doesn't make any sense that like this brigade of people would just like come steal some old lady in the middle of the night and not actually. And if they were the ransom notes, then why wouldn't you show proof of life? Unless there is no way to show proof of life because you accidentally killed her or something. I don't know. Or that it's a burglary gone wrong, but they're saying it's not that. Hold on. BRB. And again, like I said, I very well could just go sit out there and be live. But at this point, like, I don't know. I just, I don't really, I commend the people like JLR. especially like JLR and those that have been out there from like jump. I honestly, it takes a lot because you got to like keep up with these like real media people, and like they don't like the like media, you know what I mean? They hate YouTubers because they just, I don't know. Like, I think they have to, they're realizing that that's probably the way of the future. And it's kind of like watching, it's like training your, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like working at an insurance company and training your replacement as you like help, as they help you with accounts. And then like, then they're like, one day they're like, oh, we're going to let them ride and like have the account today and go to that meeting by themselves. And then before you know it, you're in some fucking closet somewhere. You know what I mean? So that's why people like Brian Enton, I heard Ashley Benfield actually quit News Nation, and she's just doing her YouTube channel because that was more like lucrative for her. Plus it gives her more freedom, which is why she was like going off the cuff. Like they still have a suspect. Hey, fun. I want to crochet a blanket, like hand crochet one, like after I'm pregnant though, because I've got pregnant fingers and it's just, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it would be good, but I'm afraid it might make it worse. But enjoy your crocheting. So, yeah, I just think, where was I? I just lost my train of thought. Oh, Ashley Banfield. She has more freedom. That's why she was kind of going off the cuff saying that, like, she had valid intel that, like, the family, and I still think that the FBI probably is still going that avenue because the FBI has not cleared anyone, and the FBI won't clear anyone until they have a suspect. You know, like, they're not going to clear anybody. Like, that's just how it works. Like, the FBI never cleared Summer Wells' parents. They never cleared, well, in the Idaho 4 cases, I think there were people that were cleared, but they were like randos or like one-offs. They weren't like family members or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That case is a little different. They didn't clear people, but they spent a lot of time also in that case. I also see, I'll be quiet. I'm not going into my conspiracy theories of Brian Koberger, but I don't think he did it alone. Honestly, I don't think the Idaho 4s was a one-man job. I think that he had at least one other person help him. Speaking of there being more than one suspect, and then it goes down this whole, like, look up Brian Kopacker, and he was actually like gunned down in his like college apartment outside of same college that Brian went to. He was like a military guy though. Yeah, weird. Or Brent Kopacker. Either way, all cases have weirdness to them. They've also made
gets the state
for a second, but I was focusing on the flowers. Like when we were there was literally like 2 things of flowers, and now it's like a whole memorial. So it's really pretty. This is someone picking up mail. FBI. I don't know why they're picking things up out of the mailbox. It's weird. Limited edition, inside edition attacks YouTubers. Like, watch this. Hold on.
I got it. I got it. I got it. Don't know what that is.
Jimmy Williams sits streaming around the clock. Live stream, he teases shocking chaos at the Guthrie house. So what was the chaos? He got in an argument with Nancy Guthrie's neighbor over where he parked his car.
The only action that's been out here is when the lady called the police on me.
distractions like that, standing out here in the parking lot and screaming.
Yeah, you need to be tied to a cactus in the middle of the motherfucking Saguaro Desert, bitch. Okay, this is the sheriff, and he sucks. He's literally like making search parties have to go get permits to search. Like, are you fucking kidding me? She could have easily, I don't know. Man, yes, Jen, I have an update. Let's listen to this, and then I'll do the little like rundown thing that I have time frame wise.
How bad the sheriff is. How does that help this investigation move forward?
Streamer Damien Enderly says his audience is hungry for.
Well, I would like to answer the Pima County Sheriff. How does YouTubers help move things forward? Well, they were outside of Brian Laundrie's parents' house the entire time that the whole Gabby Petito thing was going on, before they found Gabby, after they found Gabby, before they found Brian, after they found Brian. And that really set a precedent for like picketing outside of people's houses. Like, it's not even allowed anymore in the state of like Florida. They like actually passed laws. So now they're not picketing, they're media. So there's a difference. But the media help solve certain cases. Like, they help solve Gabby Petito. If it wasn't for YouTubers, that case might not have been solved. Like, it was a YouTuber that caught her van on a video, and because they were actively paying attention to other YouTubers covering Gabby's case, they went back and looked at their footage and was like, holy shit. So that, I mean, the more eyes on the case, the less cold it is. And so it just seems really that they really want this just to be like, little 84 lady got taken from her house. It is what it is. Deuces, like, we're trying. You're not really trying. You searched for 30 hours and you won't let other people search. And, you know, I've kind of driven around. I'm just going to go out and kind of do it because I can't really get out there and search because I can't, like, I'm pregnant. You know what I mean? I don't know how long or how far they're going, but like, you know, there's certain places that I'm like, they should be like looked at. And like, maybe I think my kids have a drone with a camera or something where I can like go back in the wash. And I really doubt she's like in a random wash here though. But you know, I don't know. It's very weird. Hello, Lisa Wigger. What is up? Happy Sunday. It's weird. My comments still don't show on your main channel. Listening while making beer. Oh my god, that sounds good. Yum. Okay, let me finish this. Let me mute myself.
Coverage of the case and blames a lack of information from law enforcement for the surge in conspiracy theories.
Right now, it's kind of spiraled in so many directions, and the sheriff has not had a press conference.
They're actually doing more harm than good right now.
I got it. I got it. Don't know what that is.
Jimmy Williams sits in a
I gotta just dox the shit out of Dolly too. Like, I don't think he really cares. Like, I think his name's out there, but still, like, he goes by Dolly Vision, so maybe they should have just said his channel name. It just seems like Inside Edition be a little salty that they like being outdone, because I mean, yeah, the real media has so many limitations. They can't be out there. You know, everything out there isn't live except for when Fox was fucking live. But for the most part, they're not live. It's just like these polished. They got their cameras, they got their lighting, they got their little like, what is it called? Like what's the thing that like holds your laptop? It's like a pedestal. Like a pedestal for their like laptop. It's like this whole little like setup under a little tent, and it's like these like crisp, like, and then they just look like they're standing in front of a house. But it's like you don't understand how much like lighting they have. It's weird. It's weird. And so they probably hate people just out there with their cameras, just getting views, getting donations, and making, and like I said, it's like watching your industry die, essentially. But let's see here. Let's take Dolly off of the screen for a second. And then I'll go over the updates. Hold on. What did I just do? Here, stop sharing. Would you like to watch Bob Ross live with me? I'm just kidding. I'll go to someone who's live out there. Let's see. Boopity boop. Something going on in Mexico right now. ICMEL is covering it. Breaking Mexico on edge. Cartel wars threatening to come inside homes and hotels. Damn. Off. Dolly is live. Shocking live coverage for Nancy Guthrie. Where in the heck is JLR? I hate my algorithm over here. Either it's not live. Let's see. Are they watching the gloves? I heard they found like over 20 gloves that they're like that throughout Tucson. And I'm like, okay, like I understand the guy was wearing gloves, but it looked like he was wearing a couple pairs. I don't know. I mean, it could leave some, but as of right now, the glove DNA has led to nothing. Let's start there searching. Let's go back a little bit so I can buffer. So see, there's the street, and see how they've like coned it up. Like there's still the media, there's still people. I'm gonna turn this, mute it, but so this is in front of her house. I mean, I just feel like it's more congested than anything else. Who is this lady? She coming to I see the news person with her. That's like a TikToker or someone. The little umbrella, the whole little shebang right there. Look at her. See, bro, like I can't even walk by and fuck Fox News got me on camera looking on it and shit. And like, I'm like, imagine if I had an umbrella and a fucking like selfie stick and tripod. I look like a mega dork just out there. Like, that picture would be everywhere. Like, I'm not carrying a fucking, like, good for her, but I'm not doing that. Okay, and Jonathan Lee Riches or JLR is fucking out there like turning into a whole. God bless. Hold on. Why the hell? It's not even sharing. Hold on. Hold on. This whole thing is just all falling apart. Okay, now you can see the street. There's like gangster walking towards JLR. And she got her cane to attack him. Does not look happy at all. She scared JLR. Zoomed out all real quick. Oh, sorry. She looked like she was gonna punch the camera. I drove by one day in JLR when I was driving by like a couple days ago, actually. I just wanted to see what it looked like. It was like still packed, but not quite as packed. He like literally turned and like, so I drove by. I could have been on camera for a second, but I was like, yeah, whatever. I filmed some of the washes over there where I felt like it should be looked, and I did do like a little like situation. But okay, so let me give you the updates while we just have this playing in the background. Let me make. So here's the latest verified updates as of Sunday, February 22nd, 2026, on the death of Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, whose case has drawn a lot of national attention. Fucking fuck. So this is pulling from like People, Fox News, WFAA, 12news.com, Fox News. The update today is there's investigators searching for new leads. So law enforcement says that the investigation is still growing as the search enters its fourth. Agencies involved include a Pima County Sheriff's Office and the FBI, and it needs to just turn it over to the FBI. But anyways, Nancy has not been found. There's no suspect that has been named or arrested so far. This is coming from People. Investigators continue to follow tips and pursue new leads. Search efforts have broadened beyond her Tucson neighborhood, including this last week. There was work near the Mexico border with the help of barricades that were reported near her home, as you're seeing here. Let me switch this and make that bigger. So there's the barricades that have been put up by her home. That's the word for it, barricades. New theories and analysts, but I still like police tape because that person just literally walk behind the barricades. There was caution police tape. You wouldn't walk beyond that. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know. I mean, maybe they have everything they needed from this, like knocking the Idaho 4K house down, but I guess they had everything they needed. But it's just so, it's like, okay. So, new theories and analysts have been that the former FBI agent has suggested the abduction might stem from a personal grievance rather than a random crime or robbery. So, a lot of people are thinking it's like a grievance with Savannah Guthrie. Law enforcement has not publicly agreed on a motive yet. I'm going to show you here a Today Show special that I've been wanting to. And she did this about like 3 months ago. Savannah did. It was like going home, and I guess like all the hosts did it. And I don't know if you've seen it or not. It's like a 15-minute segment, but we'll put it on like, 1.5 speed. But basically, this was like 3 months ago or so, or maybe it was like late summer. Either way, it shows like all of her old hangouts, her old college. She goes back. Her mom's in the episode with her along with her sister. And like, I think her mom's house. Like, so, I mean, because she lived there since she was like, I think in the 70s. Because she like, I know that she asked her mom, like, what made you want to settle here? You came to Tucson in the 70s and you wanted to settle. And, I mean, it was really pretty back then. I mean, and I think she got this house for like $8,500. Like, not even 10 grand to buy that house. It's fucking crazy. But back to my list. Law enforcement has not publicly agreed on any sort of motive yet. Mixed DNA evidence was found at or near her home that has been being processed, but results may take weeks to months or even up to a year to resolve, according to the sheriff. That's probably, there was nothing in CODIS, and I guess that's from the glove. I mean, at least we know they were testing a glove that was found. But allegedly there's been multiple pairs of gloves. Some couple came for it this past week. It was being reported that a local couple was saying that they, on camera or on record or anything, but they are gloves they found like in a yard by their house that appeared to have blood on it. Which that's crazy. And the glove thing is just weird in my opinion. But that's one of the things that's being processed. I mean, if it's not the main FBI, like, and there's people that are even convicted people that aren't in that, the CODIS or whatever, then they go to genealogy, and even though like they're like, oh well, now you can sign something and not be put into some, you're in a fucking government record. If you're going to that 21andMe or whatever it is to get your genes tested or find out what you are, I don't care what you sign. Someone is keeping your genes on record, DNA somewhere, okay? It's just like if you don't pay for the subscription with Nest, like you don't have a cloud backup of it, but Nest does. You know what I mean? For, legality reasons, in case people go missing, or in case people go missing, that's why they do it with the DNA probably, So it's just, be realistic. But it could take a long time because they probably have to, like, I don't know. That lady looks nice. Add. And then the latest update is the civilian searches that have been taking place in the last day or two. We're seeing, let me see here. So here's some of the search people, and they also are walking around with like this stick thing. I don't know if they're trying to find like, I don't know what's going on there, honestly, or how are they in her yard or are they next to her yard? And they have a flyer out for her, which theirs is in Spanish, which I think honestly, what the hell? Did she just smell that? Hey, I'm sure she has, like, are they looking for, like, what is that? They're just getting out there and doing the damn thing. I give this ladies a lot of respect. And if they had organized any sort of search, even though I'm pregnant. I would have probably tried for at least like an hour or two, but there was just nothing that I can find that was like organized enough to where I was like, okay, I'm going to go there tomorrow. But I didn't see it live since like this morning on JLR's channel. I think he went. Then I went back to sleep. Too pregnant. As much as I want to, it's like not. Got like a few health things going on with pregnancy. Everything's safe and good, but just like one minor complication. So I don't want to be out there doing too much and then make it worse or anything like that. They could have taken her and keeping her alive for SA reasons. It happens, and people are like, "Oh, but she's 84," but that doesn't matter. It definitely happens. The sad part is, you get crossing over to Mexico. A body makes a lot more money in pieces than it does just selling it for that. So, unfortunately, there's a lot of avenues it could go. It'd be great if she was the one, but it's just, I don't know. But I mean, you can just see how many people are out there. It's like, JLR doesn't mind being shared. Dad's on Live doesn't mind being shared. 857 Tucson doesn't mind being shared. And they're all out there live, mostly daily. I know Dad goes live, usually live like at night, which is cool. He does like an overnight coverage. And again, pregnant and have 2 little kids, I'd be out there, but I am and I do. So just gotta wait till, 50-year-old Amy will be running out there once my kids are grown, which even at 50, they won't be grown. I'll have a 10-year-old at 50. So, anyways, at least when I'm at school, of my 20-year-old watch my 10-year-old. And Mama's going to go search for missing people. Because unfortunately, there is always someone. There was a Amber Alert yesterday out of Avondale, Arizona. And such a beautiful little girl. Let's see. She found. Oh, it was canceled. Good. But that thing went off at like 2 a.m. again. I mean, they were like serious, but it looks like it was canceled. A little 3-year-old girl. I'll show you here in Avondale. Yesterday, Amber Alert was issued for 3-year-old girl who was believed to be abducted. Was an adult unrelated to her. Sheriff's deputies FBI searched for a 3-year-old Kalani Rogers, who was last seen at 11:30 p.m. on February 20th. February 22nd, Lieutenant Manuel Rios stated, "We can officially confirm that Kalani Rogers has been found safe and in good health, and Marina Noriega has been taken into custody." Avondale PD says Rogers was found after possibly sighting was reported near 27th Avenue, Indian School Road in Phoenix. Rios says that they do not believe Rogers was harmed during the ordeal. And this was like
news stations throw around a lot of buzzwords and slogans.
But is that really why you watch the news?
We don't have consultants telling us what to do.
What you see is what you get.
To find out why they call us the best, watch the best.
Fox 10 News.
We begin with an update to breaking news at 10. The search is on for a 3-year-old girl abducted in Avondale. You may have seen the Amber Alert this afternoon come through on your phone for Kalani Rogers.
She was last seen around 11:30 last night near her home, 118th Avenue and Thomas area, and police just released new information on the woman who may have taken her. Megan Spector joins us live in the studio with the latest tonight. Megan.
Yeah, Avondale police releasing new information on this abduction. They say 23-year-old Mariana Noriega allegedly took 3-year-old Kalani Rogers, and they have reason to believe the child's life is in danger tonight. Surveillance cameras at a Maricopa business captured both of them today. You can see the toddler sitting in the stroller pushed by Noriega. Detectives were acting on a tip when they were able to recover this. They also released a driver's license photo of the suspect, and they say that the 23-year-old is wearing a white and black tank top with fuzzy pink pants, while Kehlani is wearing purple pajamas with smiley faces. Not said how Noriega took the child or what she was doing in the family's Avondale home.
Kehlani's such a beautiful girl, and her parents are hurting so bad right now, and our plea to the public is just, please help us, and all we ask is that you keep your eyes open.
Again, this was yesterday. That is the lady that was actually picked up with her and is in custody now, and the good thing is she was found. So, and she's so cute, but she looks like a hot mess. It looks like someone was playing, like, I don't know, it's weird. She's like, I'm gonna take her home to live with me. A fucking weird friend, you know what I mean? That you're like, you knew you shouldn't have invited over, but you did, and now your kid's fucking with her. My God, I'm glad that she was found safe. Shit happens all day long here in Arizona, and that's kind of the point of showing this story. There's so many, and you know, there's a lot of FBI and sheriff's departments out there, so like, look, they successfully found her because that was in Phoenix and not Pima County. But anyways, those are the updates I have for Nancy Guthrie, really. And you know, once it dies down, my thought was that it was going to die down. A lot of the YouTubers were going to go home, and then I would go out there and kind of film for you guys. And even for some of the other channels that I played, like, well, then they'll have some live footage from somewhere, you know. But it's just not the way it turned out. It just turned out that there's like more and more people coming and showing up and going live, and I'm just like, meh. Like, why, if it's already being done like 4 times over? And again, JLR doesn't like no one else mind being shared out there. So here is his live stream link for fair use reasonings, and if you'd like to go watch him live, he's live nearly at least 12 hours a day out there, boots on the ground. And for now, that's all I have for Nancy Guthrie. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.